everyone, Brittany with Brittany Hannon Real Estate, and today we are going to talk about the market, what the market looks like right now, today, August 6th, 2020. It is crazy in Southern California. I specialize in Oxnard Beach areas, but I also do work all over Ventura County and into the Valley in Los Angeles County. And so what we're seeing is things are flying off the market. And the reason for this is a simple supply and demand problem. We have so many buyers who are securing their loans for 2.8%, 3%, 3.2%, and they're needing to go and buy their new house. Well, the sellers are still a little leery about coming onto the market just because of maybe concerns about COVID still, and people, so many people coming in and out of their house. They're just not excited about doing that. But it is a strong seller's market right now. If you're looking to sell your house right now, now is the time. There are multiple offers on almost every single property. If it's not completely distressed, you are going to have offers on your property. We're seeing this in the entry-level markets, in the luxury markets. We're seeing this all over the place. The supply and demand problem is real. We have buyers who are ready to come on the market, but there is such a lack of inventory that it's driving prices up. In Simi Valley, we're seeing houses going for 30, sometimes 50,000 above asking, and sometimes even higher than that. Over the hill in the valley, we're seeing some go as high as a couple $100,000 over asking. And that's just because there is such a low supply. So you might be thinking, if it's such a strong seller's market, why are buyers buying? Well, here's the thing. With interest rates as low as they are, they're basically giving you free money. That's what their goal is to stimulate the economy. So if you really break down the numbers, if you were trying to get a loan for $600,000 with a 4% interest rate, it's gonna be almost the same price to get a $700,000 house with a 2.7 or 8% interest rate. So when you look at it like that, you really can see why people are saying, I'm willing to buy right now. I'm willing to spend a little bit more if it means getting the house that I want, getting the space that I need. Maybe people need a new home office. Maybe they need a yard for their kids to run around and play. They have lots of different needs, and that's what is driving them. So let's break down the numbers here. If we want a loan amount of $600,000 and we want an interest rate of 4% like it used to be, our payment is going to be $2,864. Well, how much could we afford if we changed that interest rate to, let's say, 2.8%? We can afford $697,000. That's almost $100,000 more than what we could afford at the higher interest rate. It's the same exact payment, but the interest rate is lower, and so we're going to be able to afford almost $100,000 more. The other thing that I always say is that the right time to buy a house is the right time for you. If you're planning on being in your house for the next 10 years or so, then in general, you're going to be able to withstand even if the economy dips a little bit. So if you're one of those who's looking for your forever home, this is a great time to buy. Take advantage of those low rates. If you're looking for somebody who's wanting to get in and sell it in 2 or 3 years, this might not be the best time, or you just need to understand that you may need to wait a little bit longer to be able to make that money back. But as long as you understand that, now is a great time to buy. We're seeing showings were down in March and April, which makes sense because of COVID, but they are up significantly above what they were before COVID. So this shows us there are buyers ready and willing to get out there, see some houses. Sellers are letting people come into their houses. We are wearing masks, we're wearing gloves, we're taking all the precautions to make sure that everybody in the transaction stays safe. There have been a number of homes who have gone into forbearance. What that means is that they're extending their loan or they're just stopping payments for a time. And the hope is that they will continue paying once they're ready. Now, what ends up happening is there are some products that say you can stop paying, but then at the end of 3 months or 6 months, you owe this huge amount. Some tack them on to the end of the loan, but some of them are saying you owe this huge amount in 3 or 6 months. And generally, if you can't pay it in 1 month, why would you be able to pay it the full amount 3 months later? So to avoid foreclosure in these situations, there are 3 things that you would be able to do. Number 1, extend your forbearance. So you would be able to ask for an extension on that forbearance. Because of the pandemic, they're doing a lot of adjustments on that. Number 2 would be modification of your loan. So you would be able to then say, okay, I'm going to take this amount that I owe and tack it on, and we're going to just create a new 30-year loan. And the third would just be to sell your home. Selling your home will pay off that loan that's due, and then you'll be able to transition into something that makes more sense for you at the time being. With the majority of homeowners owing less than 60% on their loan, they would have plenty of money to be able to either modify their loan or sell their house, get out from under it, and be able to move on. Well, that's it for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Brittany with Brittany Hannon Real Estate. Like and subscribe so you get more videos just like this as soon as they come out. Comment down below to let me know if you're interested in buying and taking advantage of those low rates, or if you're wanting to sell to take advantage of the strong sellers market, or sell to avoid foreclosure. Anyway, I'm here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.